What is going on, my future meta millionaires? It is your boy, Terry Stonkers, and welcome to my channel, baby. Buy the dip. All right, guys, we're here to talk about MMTLP today. Exciting week ahead. Now, we have a couple things that I wanted to touch base on from Friday's video. Over here on Twitter, we got the Penny Queen wrote up this MMTLP squeeze article, and I wanted to go over some of the details in this article in today's video. So that's what I want to do. Is if you're maybe new to this play and you don't maybe have full understanding what's going on, but there's a lot of valuable information in this article, so I want to highlight it in the video. It goes over a lot of the history, the beginning, the middle here, and coming up to the potential end and the S1A official approval. It's going to be exciting time. So go ahead, smash thumbs up, drop a comment down below. Okay, so here's the article. I'm kind of going to go over some of the highlights of the article. I don't want to read it exactly word for word, but let's go over it and talk about it. So here we can see MMTLP, the making of a short squeeze. Yes, I know. Short squeeze has become cringeworthy terms in many investment circles, synonymous with names like GameStop and AMC, but if you hold your judgment for 2 minutes. Basically saying this is going to be a quick little 2-minute read. Here she says that she invests in the fundamentals of a company while keeping an eye on the technical analysis. Down below here, there will be charts of the overall stocks. She says, I've owned 3 companies has had demonstrable short squeezes: Metamaterials, Torchlight, and Microvision. And now the 4th potential short squeeze presents itself as MMTLP. That's a special dividend resulting in a merger of the Metamaterials Torchlight merger. So basically, this was never meant to be traded publicly. And the story about how it ended up getting listed and by whom reads like fiction. Yeah, and that's true. John Berta, we talked about that with him in the MetaFam chat. And it was 2 market makers got together and got this listed on the OTC. We don't know who it is. We can speculate who it is. I've asked Fidelity. They don't know who it is either. So yeah, she says here she's going to stick with the facts. And here it says that squeezes are typically a result of heavily shorted stocks coming into contact with positive catalysts, which is very true. GME and AMC, with the group of people realizing the company had greater value than its share price at the time, with extreme amount of shares held short. The group, basically the apes, were stubborn and committed to making the shorts buy back the shares at much greater prices. It was following these 2 short squeezes that idea became mainstream. So here you can see, talking about we had this back with Metamaterials, the MMATF, Smart Material, and Nanocomposite Company agreed to merge with Torchlight Energy, Oil, and Gas. Their agreement would put Metamaterials on the NASDAQ, and Torchlight would divest their oil and gas assets. It was around this time, on February 19, 2021, that I publicly announced that I was buying shares into both companies, MMATF and TRCH. By the time the actual merger rolled around, Torchlight hit $10.88 before falling back to $4.93, and Metamaterials had closed at $13.95. To add more math to the pile, MMATF shares 1.845 times the new listing MMAT. You can speak. MMATF was at $18. Here you can take a look at the charts. There's MMATF chart. There's the old TRCH chart. And here you can see, why am I telling you this? Because the same shareholders saw potential in the weird merger and high short positions involved in this are the holders of MMTLP shares, which is very true, guys. A lot of us, TRCH, Torchlight, Metamaterials people are huge holders of MMTLP. So this is very, very true. Here you can see MMTLP. Insiders are said to own 1/3 of the float. I've not seen a single report of any of them selling, which is true. There hasn't been any reports of anyone selling MMTLP. As of 10/14, the most recent short report, over 6.5 million shares have been shown to be held short. It is widely believed that many millions of more synthetics international shares are held short as well, which I agree. Would certainly increase buying to close those positions. I assume that only 6.5 million shares are held short, with the average volume a little less than 763,000. It would take the normal volume circumstances 8.6 trading days for the shorts to buy them back. So yeah, the volume is around that. I believe we go here and look. As of today, the average volume is 736,000. Those numbers have changed daily. probably since she did this article. We are being compared to back to Overstock.com, guys. If you go back and look at the chart on OSTK, they had a huge short squeeze because they did a digital dividend, and both the stock and the dividend ran like crazy. And we're kind of getting that momentum now where ticker symbol MMAT, metamaterial stock, is starting to run along with the dividend. MMTLP is running. So we're kind of getting the very similar situation here with both plays running. Like I said, ticker symbol MMAT and ticker symbol MMTLP if you're new to that. So here you can see, going back a little history here with Overstock.com, back in April of 2020, the CEO felt the company had been shorted well below the true value, and he orchestrated a plan to push out the shorts. OSTK was trading around $5 mark when they announced they would be giving out a digital dividend. By August 2020, it peaked to $128 because no one could figure out how to short a digital dividend, which is crazy because, like we're saying here, MMTLP, you can't short MMTLP when it goes private because you cannot short a private company. So very similar situation here is you can't short a digital dividend. You cannot short a private company. So that's why this is very familiar. Here you can see over the past month, MMTLP has been very volatile. So far, it's put a high of 751 before the short report came out and pushed it back to 350, which, that was a pathetic short attack because we're already back up now, as you see, to 748 at the close of Friday. And the S1 needs to be, the S1 needs another change before approval. I think MMTLP holders will get another run. Here you can see the chart on MMTLP. I mean, guys, it traded from $1 to $2 for over a year, and just here recently has been the excitement. So congratulations to anyone that has been accumulating shares for the past year, and even if you're buying in now. So here is the high expectations. So what are the underlying assets soon to be private company NextBridge Hydrocarbons worth? Nobody knows, and from my point of view, no one needs to. There are a lot of people saying that the oil and gas assets in the Oro Grande are worth many billions. Ever to contrary, my guess is much lower. Having a large group of people dedicated to the squeeze, many with zero cost basis, can only increase the odds of success, and a recent run above 7 has drawn even more attention. So this person here is saying that they do not believe that her guess is much lower. So that's her opinion. We'll take that for what it is. The beauty of a short squeeze is that it detaches from the fundamentals. This is also a reason I don't think any of these type of plays are investments. I enjoy them and play them. They're like game musical chairs. No one knows when the music will stop, which is true. There's always a possibility, guys. We've said that, which I don't believe that. I don't agree with it, but there's always a chance that, it could be worth whatever, less than the billions. In the billions, we don't know. Time will tell on that. Like I said, in our play, what we're looking for here is getting those assets proven is what we're looking for. So here you can see, not everyone is looking to sell, but I will be. So she says, not everyone is looking to sell, but I will be. And we can't sell at the same time, so I only put money in I can afford to lose. I make sure to de-risk as soon as possible so I can enjoy the ride no matter the outcome. All signs are pointing to a squeeze, and when they happen, they can provide an excellent return. If you choose to play along, do it smartly. So great history lesson here on everything for the Penny Queen. She pretty much made it clear in her article that she will be looking to sell on a possible run-up. I don't know. She didn't say what price she's looking to sell at, but apparently she's holding here at 7. So comment down below. I think that's a good question for the comments. What price are you looking to put your initial sell order in at? I know a lot of us are anywhere from $75 to $85. Some of you are above $200. There was a recent poll out there on Twitter, and I know the $200 range was the number 1, and the $75 to $100 was like ranked number 2. So that's whenever my viewers is out on that. Comment down below, where do you put your sell limit at? So hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and I'll catch y'all next video, guys. Peace.